Picture this: 50,000 roaring fans, the scent of blood and sweat in the air, and the clash of steel echoing through marble walls. Welcome to the Roman Colosseum, an arena where legends fought, empires entertained, and the unimaginable became reality. But beyond the gladiators and wild beasts lies a world of bizarre battles and chilling secrets you've probably never heard about. Today, we're diving deep into the Colosseum's strangest spectacles and untold truths that history nearly buried. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was constructed nearly 2,000 years ago under Emperor Vespasian and completed by his son Titus. Capable of seating up to 50,000 spectators, it was the grand stage for blood-soaked entertainment, gladiator duels, animal hunts, and yes, even naval battles. But beneath its iconic arches was a world of mystery. From underground labyrinths to stagecraft sorcery, this arena was a blend of brutal violence and sophisticated design. But let's start with something most visitors never realize. The Colosseum wasn't funded by taxes or public goodwill. It was built using treasure looted during the Roman siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Tens of thousands of slaves were forced to construct it, turning plunder into one of history's most recognizable landmarks. So when you walk through these ancient arches, remember, this wasn't just a monument to Roman grandeur. It was built on suffering. Below the arena's floor lay the hypogum, a vast system of tunnels, cages, and mechanical lifts. 80 vertical shafts allowed for sudden, dramatic appearances, from wild animals to set pieces. Trapdoors made the arena come alive, literally with surprises. Imagine you're in the stands, the ground rumbles, then bam! A tiger leaps out of the floor right in front of you. It wasn't just combat, it was theater. With 50,000 spectators packed in by class, peasants up top, nobles down below, the Colosseum was also a tool for control. Free entry, free food, free thrills. The Romans called it panem et circenses, bread and circuses. Keep the people fed and entertained, and they won't question authority, genius, or manipulation. Though many were prisoners or enslaved, some chose the life of a gladiator, lured by fame, riches, and potential freedom. The best trained in elite schools like the Ludus Magnus, right across from the Colosseum. Some even became celebrities, living better than senators. But one thing remained the same: death was always waiting. Let's talk weird. Ever heard of the Antibatai? These gladiators fought blindfolded. Yep, totally sightless, swinging blades in chaotic, bloody confusion. These matches weren't just unpredictable, they were brutal. And sometimes, if you survived, you fought again immediately. No rest, no mercy. Now, if blindfolded duels weren't enough for you, how about flooding the entire arena for naval warfare? Let's dive into it. Before the hypogum was added, the Colosseum's arena could be flooded. These simulated naval battles, called naumachia, featured real ships, real water, and real death. They even had an ancient flushing system to drain it afterward. Picture the world's deadliest water park, with prisoners battling to the death as thousands cheered. Another blood-soaked favorite? Venations, wild animal hunts, lions, bears, tigers, elephants, sometimes pitted against each other, sometimes unleashed on humans. Thousands of animals were slaughtered in a single day. Some species were nearly wiped out. And if you were a condemned criminal, you were tossed in with nothing but a spear, if that. What would you do in that situation? Tell us in the comments. The Romans didn't care about fairness. They cared about spectacle. Dwarfs fighting women. One heavily armed fighter against two barely trained slaves. It was chaos, cruelty, and the crowd couldn't get enough. One emperor even hosted a fight between a man and dozens of ostriches. No joke. Behind the curtain of chaos was Roman ingenuity. Elevators, rotating platforms, water systems. The Colosseum was way ahead of its time. All that spectacle? It required serious engineering chops. The Romans didn't just build an arena, they built a machine of illusion, fear, and fascination. The Colosseum is a symbol of ancient greatness, but also a mirror of human nature. It showed our thirst for spectacle, our genius, and our cruelty. And some of the stories buried in its stone are stranger than anything fiction could dream up. If you loved uncovering these hidden histories, smash that like button, subscribe for more ancient secrets, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode.